Good evening. This is Barbara A. Prokopich. Oh yes, I'm not up to anything but all the information I can get out to the American public. I had some things you needed to know about as soon as possible. We have our illustrious Obama going to cut all our different things in March 1st, and then our super scare tactics of what we're going to lose, the jobs we're going to lose. Well, guess what? I found out something more we can lose, and it's called LIFE, our lives. I live in Eastern Washington, but just today I got news that over 6 leaking tanks at Hanford are already spewing stuff out into our soil, into our grain, and our groundwater, and it's nuclear waste. But there's 110 more sitting there, just with all kinds of expiration dates that said they should have been taken out 20 years ago. Yes, we asked Gregoire, the last governor, what she was doing with all our money that she was supposed to have gotten from Obama. Why didn't she use it to repair those? Well, guess what? With 6 or 10 of them and now leaking, how many more is leaking? But I'm not speaking only of Eastern Washington. How about your state? How about back east? How about Texas? How about down south or up in Wisconsin? We have nuclear plants all over this United Nations that we have to call United Nations, since we have our little tricksters in New York City saying the UN is running things. Well, they don't run me, nor will they run you if you don't let it happen. Yet they have this little gizmo out they put on C-SPAN called sensitivity training. Yeah, I guess it's for dumbbells like you and me that we should be retrained so they can control our thinking as well. Well, they don't have to control our thinking because they're going to kill us off anyway at the rate they're going. As far as our Supreme Puba is concerned in Washington, D.C., he's not proving anything. All his idols and stuff will not save men's souls or bring them love, yet you can find the Christian doctrine to do just that. To not come on you forcibly, but let you know what your good points are instead of sending you with despair and dissent that you won't have any hope in the future. Now, what kind of a life is that? All we look at is Russia and our foreign countries, and we see that kind of stuff going on. And that the Chinese are so famous, and they have so much, and we're giving them so much more. Well, I know generosity is supposed to be given out, and we're supposed to treat our brothers as ourselves. But this brother we have in Washington, calling himself our president, is giving us the screw, the royal screw. And I think that as American citizens, you should challenge him all the way. And I mean, that includes this right here, the freedom of speech. Yes, it is not free, and it will not be free if you don't get out and help us earn it. As far as our American citizens are concerned, we are in jeopardy, and it's because of people like him. If you do not like it, back up petitions that are out right now, and they are waiver of proof and petition to sign saying he needs to be impeached. As sooner the better, as sooner the better it can be done. I cannot understand how people would want to have their lives put under his thumb and his regime. Oh, he quit using that word for a little bit because I scolded him. But as far as he's concerned, he has not fooled anybody except himself. He thinks we're all at a grocery store that you just keep buying and buying. Well, we have to pay our bills. And if he wants to pay his bills, then he better start fixing things that are in our United States, our roads, our bridges. And forget about his skeet shoots and all his golf club tournaments, and getting mad at people that don't let him win. That's called a bad sport, a very bad sport. This is Grandma, and I am at Series 20, and this is the 22nd of February 2013. I ask you to pray daily that our country can go somewhere, but be very careful. If you have nuclear plants in your state, in your cities, look them up. Go check them out. Find out what other things are going on under your nose you're not even aware of. Like all these gas leaks that happen in strange places. Were they not just ready to go off at any time anyway? Like the Carnival of Triumph. That boat could have blown up in any moment. It had an oil leak on it, and if it hadn't been for God's love and concern, there would have been 4,000 people that could have burned to death on that. So I just want you to understand, as a caring grandma, I see that this country is going to go to the dogs. And you can't treat old dogs new tricks. But neither can you campaign and bring on progressive communism, socialism, and Marxism under Obama's regime, or Miss Pelosi, or Mr. Reid. They have to be removed from the cabinet and someone else put in their place. I pray you will think about this daily, and if you see nuclear things going on, please get in touch with your congressmen, your senators, and be aware so that if things do happen, you cannot blame the Republicans or the conservatives, but blame yourselves because you wanted to put your head in the sand like an ostrich. Yeah, that's what an ostrich does when he's afraid. He wants to put his head in the sand. This is Barbara A. Prokopich. I love you all. I want you to understand, as a free nation under God for indivisible and liberty for all, we must consider and keep fighting for that which is right and our freedom of religion, our Second Amendment, and our voice to be heard. I thank you, and please consider to be watchful every day. March 1st is coming. Make a difference. Have your voice heard in one way or another. And I thank Rand Paul for showing some leadership when he said he was going to start raising his own office, keep it going, and paying all his own bills without the government's help. You know, if more people would do that, we wouldn't have an economy that's going to go downhill. Maybe Obama could take all of his betting money from the football games and put it back into the national debt. You think? That might help. I thank you so much, and you have a great evening. Bye now. So good.